All right, here we are again. Another Friday, another InitVerse YouTube talk show. This week we are with Tom Rowbotham, which sounds like a name out of an English novel. He's with Xeno Pay. It's nice to have you on the show today, sir. We're also with Addy from the InitVerse team.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So I came across Xeno Pay on Twitter, on X, and I found it interesting. I guess you guys' tagline is that it's like Apple Pay, but for crypto, basically. I think that was the tagline on your X. But so let's start with I'm always curious when I talk to like a founder of a project or an executive or any team member actually, their crypto origin story, like how you got into crypto, what chain brought you to crypto, and then your technology, why you're enthusiastic about technology.
Yeah, probably got into crypto maybe. I mean, very like 2018 was very like dabbled my toes in it, bit of trading, probably a coin that's worth absolutely zero right now. But then since then, kept looking into it. XRP was the main coin that got me back into it after losing some interest after time. And then building wise, I went to university in Cardiff, and for my dissertation, we built like a carbon emission for trees and tokenizing that on Polygon. And then since then, just been like doing hackathons after hackathons, singing to crypto, and finally found an idea, Xeno, which we all in on now.
Nice. Yeah, I saw Oasis played at Cardiff last week or a couple weeks ago. I think that's
I'm actually seeing them tomorrow night in London.
Oh man, I'm jealous. Yeah, I want to see. They're coming to the US, but they're only playing a couple of shows. I'm still trying to hold out hope that I might make it to one of those. So which chain? You said the coin is at zero or defunct that brought you in, but which chain did you first dabble in on the blockchain in blockchain?
Trading wise, XRP was probably my first one, or maybe Ethereum when I traded some like CS:GO skins, but yeah, one of those two.
So you already had the programmer background?
Yes. Well, I mean that was during my come up as programmer as well while I was studying. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. So all right, let's take us into Xeno Pay. What is Xeno Pay?
So it's basically the first digital tap to pay for stablecoins. So way of imagining it is, like the Cast card or MetaMask card that use crypto to pay, but you're still going through centralized rails like Visa or MasterCard and still paying with fees, which on a merchant is anywhere from 1.5 to 3.5%. For Xeno, it's literally just peer-to-peer, so you're paying gas fees and a small markup on that. So it's a lot cheaper. There's a lot more self-sovereignty with it. And yeah, overall, I think it's a lot better experience for both the user and the merchant.
I started looking around on your website a little bit. You guys are about to have your private launch, I think. Is that correct?
No, so we're raising money traditionally, but token-wise, we'll probably have a loyalty like a cashback token, a Xeno token for cashback, but that's still to be decided.
Yeah, but you haven't launched your private launch hasn't begun yet.
No, we're not doing any token anytime soon.
No, I just mean the app, the testnet.
The actual app, yes. Yeah, that's Google Play Store's ready in testnet, but iOS is coming later this year. And then once we get iOS ready, we're rolling out to merchants.
Okay. And can you talk about which coins you guys are going to support? Is it just XRP, or are you guys going to do like try to be wholly inclusive, or what as inclusive as possible?
No, so we're launching USDC on Base originally, and then we're going to look to expand to other chains like Solana, Aptos, all the major chains that can settle within 5 seconds. We want to support, and then we'll also look further down the line at accepting different stable coins and potentially even more coins after that. But
okay,
that's for now.
I think Addy might be frozen. Are you there, Addy? Okay, we'll proceed. Wait for Addy's question here in a moment. What sort of like unique features would you say you guys offer in comparison to like other crypto payment apps or wallets now? I know you kind of talked about the fees and stuff, but You guys use NFC to set or to for payments. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, so kind of work. So I mean, there's a few different ways people have done it, right? So I think the most familiar peer-to-peer way is scanning a QR code, but I think that's still quite a weak performance. Like the phone has to be online, and often it has to pay gas as well. For us, it's a two-way communication. The phone directly speaks to the reader, and only the reader has to be online, and the reader will sponsor gas. So it's the first peer-to-peer that allows self-custody and also avoids all the Visa, MasterCard rails, and it's an experience that matches Google Pay and Apple Pay rather than getting a worse experience.
So you have the asset. You will hold the asset. You will hold the USD or the other token inside your inside Xeno, right?
Yes, but we're an SDK, so we're looking to integrate into all the major wallet applications as well, like Coinbase Wallet, MetaMask Wallet, Phantom Wallet. We want integrations into those, so you can use it directly from your crypto app tomorrow.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, what's that? Let's talk about like security and stuff. What kind of like unique security problems or things have you had to come build around or encounter while you were building the app?
Yeah, so I mean, using NFC, it's two-way communication, so it requires cryptographic signatures. So when a phone presents to the reader, it uses a biometrics to obviously unlock the phone, and then once so the private key is stored in the secure element, which is the same level of security as Google Pay and Apple Pay. And then it's all published straight on chain, so it's the same level of security as any of the blockchains you use.
I'm kind of curious, since I'm pretty sure those systems are closed source. How do you know that? I'm not trying to press you too hard, but like, how does that work?
So, I mean, for host card emulation on Android is open source; anyone can do it. And Apple, I don't remember if you remember about a year ago, they said they were opening up their NFC chip, right? Their secure element. So it's only a limited amount of partners that have access to this. Through my old workplace, Pass Entry, we had good connections at Apple, so we managed to get access to you.
Oh, okay, good on you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was curious about how that worked and how you knew that. So what can you talk a little bit more about the process? I saw a video of you demoing it on X. If you guys want to check it out, their handle on X is XENO, which is Xeno_money. And I think it's Tom. You're on there providing a demo with somebody. Can you just talk a little bit more about like how easy is it? Like you just walk up and you say, "Hey, I want to buy this apple off of you."
Do you want me to share a demo here?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I need to enable that or not. You can try. Oh, great.
Awesome. Yeah, so we've got a payment reader here. This could be any payment reader, any Android based, which is pretty much like it could be a Verifone reader, could be an Adyen reader, could be any of this. And our goal is to sit alongside Visa, American Express. So when you go to pay, you can either present a Visa card or you can present a Xeno wallet and pay in USDC. But for this demo, we create our own app as well. This is the Xeno wallet app with 778 USDC loaded onto it. And this is a self-custodial wallet. And when we type in an amount, say 2 cents, the merchant has a recipient address here. And when we present our wallet, just like Apple Pay, transaction goes through 2 cents, you get a recipient address and transaction signature here. You tap and 2 cents is verified on chain as quick as that.
Yeah, it looks pretty clean. So as you can see, you're using the base scan block explorer. So right now you guys are settling entirely. The project's been built on base, right?
Yes, we're launching with base. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is pretty clean. How you can see it looks like you can see the entire transaction on there. What you're signing or no?
Yes. As soon as you've tapped, the reader will publish it to the blockchain and get a signature back, so you can verify the transaction.
Yeah, that's cool. That's the only way it should be moving forward. Thanks for the demo. I appreciate that. Yeah, and as you can see, you can send as little, you send a couple pennies or a couple, pence across the world. It's pretty awesome. So you talked about you guys are starting off with USDC. It looks like. What are you gonna do? Like, is it all gonna be in stable coins? You're talking about moving. You want to be chain agnostic to some degree, but are you gonna allow like BTC transactions, or how does that work? Do you only want to settle in stable coins, or?
I think for now we only want to settle in stable coins. We'll have to figure further down the line how we would support other coins. Obviously, Bitcoin would take a few minutes to transact, but if there's a wrapped Bitcoin on Base, for example, that could be technically possible. But in a scenario like that, it would probably have to be 2 taps because you want to know what rate you're getting, all of that kind of thing. But for now, just stable coins.
Okay. And what about like integration with any like existing financial systems? Are you guys talking to any banks or anything like that?
We're speaking with payment service providers as we speak. I can't drop names, but hopefully further down this year, you might be able to see you can either pay with Visa or you can present your Xeno wallet, pay with USDC, and it's the same amount gone.
Okay. And it looks like you guys, you said that fees are super cheap because you're settling on Base. So you guys are just hoping to do a bunch of bulk transactions, and you take very little fees off of the top.
Yeah, I mean we're still determining the amount we take, but it'd be like 0.25% fee compared to 1.5 to 3.5% for Visa, MasterCard, which I think really adds up when the average US Visa transaction is something like $60.
Yeah.
So with something like that, you'd end up paying around $1.35 of fees, which going down to 0.25% would be a big cost saving.
Yeah, I haven't been paid to endorse Xeno or anything like that, but I think that crypto payments are the future for sure. If you can cut out Visa and MasterCard, you're making the right moves. So what are you guys only launching in the UK or first, or are you trying to launch worldwide? What's that look like?
I think probably the USA we're probably going to launch with because it makes sense, USDC. But I mean, we're having conversations all around the world right now, like a hotel chain in Dubai, quite a few places in Iceland, weirdly, just different locations everywhere. But I think for our core attention, probably USA.
Okay. And do you have any sort of ETA? Do you think you guys will be out in Q3, Q4, or early next year? Or what do you anticipate?
I'm expecting end of Q3 our iOS app should be ready to go, and then probably Q4 you should start seeing merchants going live.
Nice, man. You have anything else you want to talk about as far as like roadmap?
iOS app is the biggest one that's coming. Android app is ready. Integrations into existing wallets, existing payment applications, and yeah, a cashback token to be announced.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I think we covered pretty much everything right now, since you guys haven't, you're not on mainnet or you haven't launched yet. But hopefully we can talk to you again in the future. I appreciate you coming on today, Tom.
Awesome. Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. Hang on one second. I'll say a proper goodbye.